And welcome to NKD Trade Zone. Today we'll be looking at the chart of the BTC USDT on the platform Bybit, and we'll be trying to analyze the market and know what will happen in coming days. Some days back I brought out the chart stating to you what was currently happening on the market and what we should eventually be expecting, and as it happens, the market always does what it wishes to do. Currently there's been a change in the market as expected always, and today we'll analyze it and know what we should be expecting in the market. Let's begin. So before we do that, we should first of all place our trend line, knowing where was our previous support and resistance, and also where is the new and possibly the future resistance and support. So this is what I'll be doing for this trend line, which was the previous bull's run. We use this orange to notify, let's say this yellow line to notify it. Let's get that done. Then this is what we do now. We'll try to note it all out. When we do this now, we've stated our point of what? Trend line. This was our previous trend line. Let's get it locked. So we've gotten it locked. Now the next thing we should do is to what? Put a trend line which denotes the period of the dip, the period whereby the market was going all the way down, and how far it went. So this was it all the way down here, as I stated in my previous video. So we are going all the way down here. Let's make this a red color and also lock it. And the next was what? At this very point here. So this is where we put at the lower point of the channel. This very point here was the lower point of the channel, whereby we kept on what? Going down. As you can see, we call this what? A bullish channel, whereby the price was currently on an uptrend all the way up here. Later we started going all the way down, and then next thing you expect what is a breakout. A breakout, as I stated in the previous video, normally occurs at a point of what? A support or a resistance. At this point now, you can see that what we were at a close resistance here. You can see here was a what? Support. At this point, whereby we had the beginning of the uptrend, was this very point here. Let's use an orange line to denote it, ticking up the line up to 3 and then lock it. So at this point here, that was where you saw that we had what? A support here, which was a resistance. Was a resistance before, which was also a resistance, and was broken at this very point after what? Also being a resistance. And since when it was broken here, we were on an uptrend up to what? This very point. It was consolidating within this point. Let me zoom in now. Let's see what I mean. So within this point, we kept on having what? A consolidation, whereby the market was down, up, down, up, down, up, and refused to go above here. Let's use a parallel channel to denote that, stating the point whereby we were at what? A consolidation. So this was the point of consolidation right here. We kept on what? Going in between these levels. The market price didn't agree to break above that level, so we kept on what? Being in between these levels here. You can see the price going between here, neither going lower nor higher. Just kept on going up to the point that where what we broke out of this trend line right here. At this point here, being the 30th of September, we broke out of what? The trend line, and we've been on what? The uptrend. So this is the price of BTC USDT, and so far this was what we have seen in the market, and it's been very expected. But to some extent, we expected the trend, the breakout, to happen at this resistance here, at this support, but rather it happened what? A little bit earlier. But judging from the fact that we kept on having a consolidation here, up and down movement within a stipulated area, it's always what? Very notable that what such can happen. But now we have to think of what can happen in the market so far now, because as you know, every point like this is a point of what? Resistance and support. So this is our resistance line now. This also was a resistance, and right now if you can check around this area now, you see that what? This resistance has not been obeyed and it has been crossed over. Now this is the next point of resistance here. Let's get a line to denote that. So this is our next point of resistance right about here, and we should be expecting that something might happen in the price now, which does always happen in the market. Once this green candle here gets up to the way to 45,105, which is the next point of resistance, this might be happening. I will use an arrow to indicate that. So we might be seeing something like this happening in the market very soon, whereby the price gets all the way up here, and the next thing we are dropping what? Down below. The market gets up the way up here, and the next thing we can see in the market is we are going all the way below that particular position right now. Let's get this out. So the market can go all the way down, and we're going all the way up. This is locked, right? Yeah, this is locked. We need the blue arrow to show up. which sometimes happens to be an issue. That's the issue with their chart. You just get a particular point and then you can't access it anymore. You can't access it. That's one of the issues we have with it. So I have to cancel out this now to access this right now. So this might be what we might be expecting in the market right now. This happens, and also this goes all the way down to the trend line. We have to put our trend line back